Yo guys, hope you have an awesome day. My day's going pretty well so far. Been doing loads of work in today, like moving stuff around and just in general getting worn out. So I thought it was a nice evening to go out and maybe do a little bit of sea fishing. Something I used to do when I was a little kid and haven't done it for a long time. So I've got loads of stuff. So let's head down to the beach and let's go get some fish. I think this feels like a good spot. There's a few people fishing a bit further up. No one really that way. That way's more towards Kingsdown. You can kind of see a little bit of the start of where the White Cliffs of Dover kind of start. The sea is beautiful today. You can see just how flat it is. Really, really picturesque. Very mild weather. We had like a bit of a storm earlier on, a bit of thunder and lightning, tons of rain, but not for long. Maybe only for like an hour or something. So yeah, let's get the rods up, lines out. The bait that I'm going to be using today is, I've got some, well, it's like a raw seafood selection. So it's in there, it's got scallops, which I can't imagine will hold onto the line, so we'll have to just maybe cook them up and eat them. We've got a few prawns in there, and the most important one is squid. We've got some squid rings, so we'll cut them up. Squid tends to be a pretty popular one. The problem is there's probably going to be loads of dogfish out there, so and they'll probably be quite small. And that will be kind of unlucky if we just catch loads of those. The main aim for today is to try and catch something for me to eat for my dinner. I've brought a few vegetables, so the fail-safe will be just have a little vegetable wrap, but I really want to get a fish today, a nice sizable fish that we can eat. So let's thaw this scran out, get it on hook and get it out. Now the waiting game. So around this area you get a lot of dogfish, a lot of like youngish dogfish, probably about this sort of size. That looks quite impressive, but dogfish are very slender fish. They're actually in like the shark family. So imagine that sort of really sleek, kind of bullet, dark kind of shape, which means they don't have a lot of meat on them. So you have to get them like this sort of size before they've got enough sort of girth on them to get a decent bit of food. And it's not just a snack and a waste of getting, a waste of kind of killing the things. So yeah. The waiting game. I've got another cool little toy that I'm kind of really keen to use, and that's partly why I'm down here for my dinner. I've got this little kind of fold-away camping stove thing. I did use it for a little test the other day. Really pleased with it. Like a cheap little thing. It cost like £18. Nice solid little clicks on that thing. I'm just really excited to kind of catch a fish and cook it on my new little stove. So yeah, really kind of might sound a bit sad, but really looking forward to that. It's such a nice evening. Like it's not super sunny, obviously. It's very overcast, but it's very mild. Often in this sort of area, when it's sunny, you get like a lot of like breeze and stuff. So when it's like this, it's super cool, and you've got to kind of take full advantage of it. We're getting bites. I think we've got a fish on. We've been in a matter of minutes. I've literally had the line in probably 2 minutes. I've already hooked into something. As just mentioned though, it's likely to be a small dogfish. It's not really putting up too much of a fight, so it kind of leads me to believe it's probably not anything too impressive. But a fish is a fish. That's the sport. We're only in not even 2 minutes and we're bringing something in, boy. Come on. Oh, what? Oh, no. No. Oh, I lost it. My line slapped where I had the shock leader on the end. Oh, no. So it's quite common practice to have two sorts of line on your setup, and the line unfortunately is snapped. No, that's so depressing. That sucks big time. That's our sport. Here we go, take two. Gonna try with one hook this time. I had two hooks on the other one, which is quite common practice, but this is the only other jig I've got currently made up. Rig, sorry, not jig. When I was younger, I used to be able to cast so far. Out of practice now. There we go, the waiting game begins again. Reading the slack line. Fingers crossed. I think we're getting more bites, So I'm going to get back by the rod, getting ready to strike, set that hook, and then try and bring that little fishy. Yeah, we're definitely in. I can't believe it. Well, I think I'm in. I can't believe it. It's just so, the sea in this area is just so fertile with life. Like, yet again, the bait with a single hook on that rig had been in probably maybe 3 minutes maximum, and it feels like we're hooking into something again. Hopefully my knots and stuff are a bit tighter this time. That is a real rookie error. That's it. Come on, little fishy. Up you come, up you come. Right, I'm gonna move down towards the water's edge so we're not lifting him up too high. What do we got? What do we got? Little baby dogfish. I say a baby. I couldn't tell you how old they are. So bring it over. Oh, I'm gonna have to lay my rod. I don't like doing this. I've got to lay my rod on the beach. So the thing about these dogfish is their skin is very sharp, very coarse, like sandpaper. I did hear that back in the day, in like medieval times, they would use this stuff as sandpaper. Got to unhook it. Ugh. Oh, got my sock wet. So here we go, we've got a nice little dogfish, very small, far too small to eat. Let's catch and release him. Get him back in there. He lives another day. We'll come back and we'll get him when he's a monster. However, I don't have my water shoes on, I've just got my feet wet. Oh no! Right then, let's try again. Hopefully we get something a bit bigger this time. I had a little rig change. Oh! Burnt my thumb. Rookie. I didn't wet it. feeling like that's a strong spot. Back to the waiting game. Get me a little fishy. We're getting little bites again. So I think if you're after quantity of fish over quality of fish, this is a really good spot. It seems to feel a little bit like the seabed here is completely covered in small dogfish, but you never know. I've heard of bigger things being pulled out, so with a bit of luck we'll get something nice. Something's having a little nibble. It's absolutely perfect conditions for being down the beach today. Well, for chilling, maybe not for sunbathing, but for doing this, really nice. Nice and mild. You can see I've got my shorts on. We just need the big old fishies to come in. What I might try and do after this one is cast it a lot further out. So far I'm probably maybe 30 or 40 metres out at most, maybe slightly less. So if we can kind of really plough that bait out further, maybe we'll be in with a bit of luck. Here we go. Something's having a go. I'm thinking whatever was having a nibble has probably had my bait, so I'm going to bring it up. Just double check everything, make sure it's alright. New bit of bait on there, bang it straight back out. Every time you've got to strike it, just in case. Are we snagged? We got a little snag going on? Oh, we got a snag. Damn it! No, I won't see any bites. So we're going to walk back. The technique is to walk back. Hopefully it's just the weight. The weight has got like a grappling hook on it. If we can pull it just right, hopefully that will fold out the other way, releasing the line, bringing it all back in safe and sound. There we go. Felt the weight pop, everything's still intact. Oh, it feels heavy. Does it? I've put a different reel on, so it feels a little bit different to the other one. Nah, light. Nothing on this time. Got to feed that line on nice. Bit of weed on there. Just clean that off. Oh, bit of bag. Always remember, if you ever see any rubbish on the beach, pick it up, put it in the bin. Just because someone else has dumped it, doesn't mean it's okay to leave it. Yeah, bait's gone, just as I thought. New bit of bait, let's get back out there. So the line's back out. The rain is beginning to come in, so I've had to get the umbrella up. You can kind of see a bit dripping down there. Get myself under this a little bit more. I don't know if I can put up with too much rain, you know. Be alright if it's just a little shower, but I don't know. We're getting bites again already, so I've got to keep an eye on this one. Come on, just give me a big fish. So that'll be another fisherman has left this. This is like a bite indicator that you put on the end of your rod. I guess maybe you just click it on the line or something, but it looks like a snap. Don't leave your rubbish down the beach. You need to preserve the beach, not destroy it. Come on, we're on one fish, come on. Let's try and get to at least 3. So this is all part of it really. It's this whole waiting game. I guess it's almost like you could consider it a type of meditation, I suppose. It's that sort of tranquil experience. You've got the sound of the sea. Apart from that, you've got a very low rumble in the background, which are probably the big boats out to sea. And you're just focusing really, or unfocusing, however you want to look at it. You're kind of vaguely looking at the top of your rod to see when you're getting bites. But it's just the anticipation, I suppose, the anticipation of what you're going to catch. You don't know what you're going to get. You can have an educated guess because of like looking at factors like where you are, what bait you're using, the time of year, etc. But it is that element of surprise, and I just love it. It's great. Come on, give me another little fishy. I haven't put my wet shoes on. Oh, come on. Doesn't feel like a whopper, but better than nothing. I bet it's another little dogfish. Definitely something on there, I think. Well, how can I say that? Definitely something, I think. I hope there's something on there. Yeah, we've got something. Another dogfish by the looks of it. I'll bring it along. He's not happy. Same sort of size as the other one. So when you get a dogfish, where their skin is like sandpaper, you have to kind of bend them round a little bit. It doesn't hurt him. It's just a really commonly done thing. You kind of bend his tail up near his head, just to stop him whipping around, because they're very feisty fish. You get a nice clean unhook. Oh, I've got him a bit low. Hang on, let me grab him a bit higher. They almost remind me a bit like snakes, really. You have to be careful in the little mouth, they've got little tiny teeth. So we got another catch and release. Far too small to possibly get anything to eat off that. You probably need them like 10 times the size of that before they're worth even thinking about taking them home. If they're double that size, you can get a little snack off one, but it's really not worth the effort it takes to skin those things. Their skin is very coarse, and they're quite a dense fish like that. You don't really get a lot of meat. You can get a snack off one that's twice the size of that. So we're on 2. Let's go again, and let's get the wet shoes on after this. Try and get it out a little bit further this time, I think. Let it sink. Really flat. Job's a good one. Another little purchase that I made recently were these wet shoes. Really cool, really like jazzy looking. and ideal for when you're fishing or down the beach, because ain't nobody want to be walking on a stony beach barefoot. Unless you've got some like rock hard feet or something. But these things are great. I think they cost me like 15 quid. I don't know if that's expensive or what, but you can choose all different types. Although a little bit wet from the other day. Oh, lovely. Just show you that. Very nice. Just what I needed. What I want is it for it to go bang! Get a nice big one on there. Not these little nibbles. There appears to be a floating bit of rubbish out there. Like an oil can or something. How morally wrong. Come on. I don't know, I think this one feels a little bit bigger. It'd be nice to pull up like a big skate or something, but I can tell this isn't like that. It's just far too small. Can't see it yet. Try and bring it up to the surface a bit. Ah, another dogfish. Same sort of size. Catch. Release. There's just no point keeping the small ones. You've got to let them grow so you get the big ones. Right then, 2 more and I'll go for a swim, as long as it's not dark. I haven't caught a fish yet, so I'm going to actually use the prawns that were meant to be my bait. I'm going to cook those up and just have a little snack. Woo! Absolutely loving this little cooker. I've got a nice little bit of garlic infused olive oil, and I think that'll do the job nicely. We've got like 5 big tasty prawns there. It's a shame we haven't caught anything so far. There's still hope yet. I'm probably going to stay here for about maybe another half an hour or so. I forgot to bring my head torch. There's not really too much point me staying too late. It just makes it a bit awkward for packing up. I'll pack this out a little bit. Oh, it smells lovely already. Absolutely love me a bit of garlic, I do. What else have we got? We got some pepper. And a few spring onions, so let's get a nice big spring onion. Get the knife I've been using to chop up my bait. And hear the rain, you can hear the rain getting in the pan there. Just dice this up. Oh no! Absolutely love it. I love being outside. I don't really even mind what the weather's like, but it does obviously make things a lot easier when it's warmer and nice and sunny. But still, I'm having a good time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang a few scallops in there as well, just because we can. But it's not like they're going on the hook. They fall apart on the hook, so no good. No point wasting any of the food. Oh, one's getting away. Get the spring onion in there too. Nice big bit of pepper, I think. Chop that up real nice. Maybe a bit smaller than that, I think. Oh, the smell, the garlic oil, incredible. Bang it all in the pan. Oh, getting away. Come on, let's turn it over. Prawns are starting to go nice and pink. You don't get much better than this. I'm literally meters away from the sea, cooking up some prawns that I didn't catch. It's just wonderful. I feel so lucky to live in this area. I mean, I'm brought up in this area, and I respect it. You know, I absolutely love it. It's amazing, even on a slightly drizzly day like this. Right, just got to turn that down a little bit. I think I'm getting a few bites on the old rod, so just turn the cooker down just a little bit. I can look at the rod for a sec. Definitely getting a few little nibbles. Just another little turn. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. These scallops are going to taste lovely in that garlic oil. That's it. That's a good sort of good bit of simmer action we've got going on there. Come on. Let's get at least one more fish. Come on. It is now too dark for me to possibly even consider going in the sea. It would be very, very irresponsible to even think about going in the sea right now. But if we do get two more, I'll go in the sea tomorrow. And it's freezing out there. Maybe they'll stop biting. Sorry it's a bit dark, I haven't got any lights. Nice little herby wrap. Fire off. Give it all a bit of a shake. Oh, hang on. Look at that. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to try a scallop, I think. Oh, wonderful. Ta-da! A few little spring onions have escaped. The sea is about 3 meters away. Nice bit of seafood. Straight in my wrap. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's give it a little try. Oh, I've got a bit of sauce over there. Let's just have it. Let's just have it like that. Mainly because this is so awkward. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful that. So as you can see, it's getting quite dark now. I'm going to finish this up, pack away and get off. I'm going to say it's a semi-successful a semi-successful trip. We caught what, 3 fish, potentially going to get a 4th by the time I reel it in. Unfortunately nothing that I could eat today, but better luck next time, eh? So thanks for watching, see you soon.